Hello everyone, welcome to Middle Fantasy, the show where I talk about science fiction and fantasy. I am your host, Zach, and we're about to do something completely different. Normally when I record these green screen episodes, I usually have notes and kind of like think about things and like really just be like, this is the point we're going to talk about today, but today we're doing something completely different. Now, normally when I do these episodes, it's usually just me, my camera on a stand, and some lights, but today I'm actually joined by someone. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Oh, hi, my name is Paul.
Now, Paul and I have been friends for a very, very long time, and normally when you become friends for a very, very long time, you can find dumb conversations that you can go on for hours. And we decided, let's just try something. Let's just try a dumb argument that we normally do, but record it. So why don't you explain what we're going to be doing today, Paul?
So today, for our 10 arguments are going to be, what does Palpatine do on his days off?
Oh, God. Okay, wait. Here's a question. Is it going to be prequel Palpatine, or is it going to be Palpatine full, like, Monster Mash?
I think we're going to do all Palpatines except for the clone Palpatine.
Okay. Well, I mean, clone Palpatine's easy. He just sits in, like, his hydraulic chair all day and goes...
Yeah, there's not much variation as to what that Palpatine's probably doing.
Okay, so to help with this, we'll do original trilogy first, because I feel like he like looks like the epitome of evil. So how does he like just go out normally and be like, hey, what's up everyone? Like, does he like go on like ticker tape parades and kiss babies, or does he like go to like fine dining and go, I love the steak, it's so bloody? Like, what does he do? Well, I think the first thing he probably does is he probably does go space golfing all the time. I'm sure like Space C-SPAN just loves Emperor Palpatine. You know, he's quashed all these rebellions, but all he's doing all day is just playing space golf and talking rants on space Twitter. Oh, okay, wait. What would space Twitter be like for Palpatine? Would he like tweet about like when the Death Star blows up? This is unacceptable.
The Jedi Temple just burned down. Thoughts and prayers to those involved.
Oh man, oh yeah, exactly. That's what he would do. No, here's a question. Do you think like because he's like a politician or the emperor, he wants to have like obviously he must have like a PR team. So that probably means that like he has people giving him suggestions. Like does he like go on like fun runs for like marathons for like stopping like diseases of some sort, like you know, like force cancer, or like maybe like helping prevent obesity in like the huts or something? Does he like go on fun runs and be like, hey everyone, I'm helping? Or does he like hobble around on his cane while doing that type of stuff?
Well, I think like just to keep the momentum going, like he already peaked as the Supreme Chancellor of the galaxy.
Yeah.
But you want to remind everyone that you're the best. So I'm pretty sure he goes like on the rally like trail. Like he probably puts on these like big spectacular events in front of thousands.
Do you think like he goes to like Tatooine, or he goes to like Dagobah to like a couple swamp frogs? This is my favorite place to be. I love it. Or do you think it's...
I love the Geonosis, you bug creatures. I'm gonna bring back all of your jobs.
Oh yeah, no, like he's like in his giant... No, he's in the exact same arena. Like there's still like some dead Jedis off to the side, and he's like talking. There's like the rally. No, does he like throw the first pitch at like baseball or something? Or do you think like he like goes to like Tatooine for like pod racing and he's like, I hope people win?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they zoom in. And look who our guest today is, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Supreme Chancellor of the galaxy.
Do you think he goes on like Dances with the Stars or something? Like literally, like or he does like the Masked Singer almost?
Probably.
Would it be like songs from like the Cantina band, or would it just be like, oh no, he does Jedi Rocks or something? Oh my god, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there's this just whole off-screen life of Palpatine that you never see. I'm pretty sure he wasn't evil 100% of the time.
Okay, do you think like he goes to like children's hospitals, or he goes to like orphanages? Obviously named after himself, like the Emperor Palpatine Orphanage for Tolerance and Acceptance, and like reads to orphans and like hugs them. There's like pictures of him like with kids going like, eh. Oh man. Okay, wait, here's a question, because I know there's some kids out there that probably have like parties based off of presidents. Do you think there was one kid out there that wants to have like an Emperor Palpatine themed birthday party?
Probably.
Do you think there's like a clown that comes or something?
Where I thought you were going with it is that, do you think like kids have to dress up as Palpatine? Because I remember when I was in grade school, you would have to dress as your favorite like political figure. So like I wonder if Palpatine was on that list.
Oh yeah, no, what if it is like if I became emperor for a day, like you have to like write those articles? Do you think those get like seized by the government because he looks through like scribbles of like younglings and it's like, can't have this, you can't undermine my authority, but I love you. Oh man, okay, just imagine for a second, like what would like a political debate between Palpatine and, does he do like, I'm sure in canon he probably doesn't have mock like elections, but I'm sure he probably does to keep up with like some semblance of like a democracy almost.
Yeah, I would assume so, or else they would have revolted at least 30 years ago.
Yeah, does he get like Valorum or someone to come in? Just imagine what like a political debate between them would be, because you have like this person that obviously looks evil, and then you have like just this guy from the prequels who's just like, I don't even want to be here, just sweating nervously because if he says something wrong, he's just gonna be taken back stage and just shot with like lightning or something.
And it's good that Palpatine left his face horribly deformed, because it shows that he's like a humble figure. He's not like Brad Pitt or like Matthew McConaughey or some other good looking actor. He's just this horribly deformed monster that people can sympathize with.
Oh, here's a question then. Are there like biopics about Palpatine, like the recreation of like how he got horribly burned when the Jedi's revolted? Do you think like, oh man, this is like great. Did they get like the space equivalent of like Christian Bale to play him, or like does the person actually like get like a force field of lightning, or do they actually just get like, oh man, like Sam Jackson or someone just reprises his role or something? Like, okay, like in Thor Ragnarok when they have like the play with all the people that kind of look like them. Like that would be great. Like, man, I would love that. Okay, so Palpatine has like biopics about himself. Obviously, he opens up like orphanages and stuff. Okay.
So if Palpatine lived within our universe, or our planet to be more specific, do you think he would have a Tinder?
Well, wait, would it be like Space Tinder, or would it be called Stardust TM?
Yes.
Or it would be something like that, or like Twinkling Stars, or I love you, and then the other one says, I know.
Do you think Palpatine would get more passes or smashes?
Well, I feel like it would be rigged because it would just be based off of him. So every time you did like a pass, it would just be a like no matter what you do. So it's like, I'm always hip with the babes. If Palpatine had like his own Twitter, do you think he'd have someone like running it, or do you think it'd be all him?
Oh no, I think he would be prideful enough to do it himself.
Do you think he's like sitting like in the throne room on like the Death Star too, like tweeting at people that are saying mean things about him, and like when someone really disagrees with him, like he shoots like lightning into the phone and it kills the person?
Yeah, it can probably shoot through the phone and start like electrocuting the person. I'm pretty sure he talks with the people at Space Twitter on if that function was possible.
Well, here's a question though. Do you think there's like, not parody accounts, but do you think there's like romance novels and stuff like based off of Palpatine, like The Emperor and I or something, and it's like a Fabio cover of like Palpatine with like a hot dad bod, not a hot dad bod, but like a Fabio bod?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that exists.
Oh no! I mean, that exists probably in real life now too. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that want to jump Palpatine's bones right now.
Just like 50 Shades of Grey, it would have been like a reporter coming in to interview Palpatine and then just falling in love with that big brain of his.
Okay, here's a question: do you think they make like a Hamilton-esque musical about Palpatine? They call it either Palpy, or they call it Sheev the musical.
Yeah, and I think it exists within the Star Wars universe. There had to have been a play of narrating all the events of Palpatine's rise to power.
Oh man! And I'm not gonna discharge my shot. Oh my god! And it's like you gotta rise up, and you see like the Death Star slowly being assembled.
Now, since the topic is what Palpatine did on his days off, like, do you think he ever went on vacation back to his home planet of Naboo?
Oh yeah, no, totally. Like he's like chilling there with like a drink and like sunglasses on. And he's like drinking, and Darth Vader's off to the side, just being like, "Go! No, he'd have to," because isn't like Padme, her grave is
on Naboo.
Is on Naboo, so like he like goes off for a while and like cries while Palpatine's like,
"Bring me another margarita."
Oh yeah. And okay, here's the question though. In that scenario, I'm imagining does Palpatine open up like his own chain restaurants like Jimmy Buffett's, almost like Emperor Palpatine's Blue Milkville or something?
And like, do you think everybody on his home planet, like all the people he grew up with, like, do you think they put like photos inside of their restaurants and stuff? Like,
Yeah.
Did you know the Supreme Emperor of the Galaxy actually used to grow up here?
Oh man, this is all great dumb stuff. Like that's the thing, isn't it? Palpatine's such an anomaly. Like he's like this weird person that just like sits and just broods all day. But really, if you think about it, he's probably like the worst person ever. But I feel like he's just like, I just love being evil. I'll just gamble. I'll just pretty much do all this embezzling and all this stuff and just look for kill Jedis all day. Yeah, this all sucks. And Palpatine's days off is probably far worse than any narrative, because does he like sit in like his boardroom all day waiting for like Darth Vader to report to him? Because there's like in Empire Strikes Back, is he just like, I have to wait for this business call, everyone, be quiet. What? You're looking for Skywalker? He's your son? Oh man, this sucks. I guess that's more going into Robot Chicken stuff, almost is like that scenario.
I mean, despite that Robot Chicken portrays like a silly version of Palpatine, like, you have to admit that it did a good job of humanizing him. Like, you don't know the issues that Palpatine could have like dealt with in those 30 years.
Yeah, the crippling, horrible thing of getting lightning to your face, looking like this for the rest of your life. I mean, he technically won in the end, too, isn't that? Like, he killed all the Skywalkers, he got rid of all the Jedi, and then his granddaughter assumed the name of the Skywalker, so she's now, like, pretty much the greatest person ever in the world. Yeah. Man, I kind of like the idea of Jimmy Buffett's Palpatineville, or something dumb like that. Oh, man. Well, I think that pretty much wraps our pointless argument up a little bit. If you like this video, maybe consider subscribing down below. What do you guys think Emperor Palpatine does on his spare time? I feel like there's probably things that we're completely missing. Like maybe, does he like invite like sports teams in and like give them like, he treats them like Dexter's Jexters?
Yeah.
And then people complain? Like there's dumb stuff like that you could easily do.
Did you ever enjoy like blue milk, like during a declassified like briefing?
Oh, you about what, building the Death Star too?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally. Oh man, this is bad. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, consider liking, subscribing. I really appreciate that. Well, everyone, like always, may your food and drink ever be tasteful, and may your fantasy books be filled with fantasy and adventure. Bye, everyone. See ya!